Have you ever felt like you're drifting through life without direction? Like no matter how hard you try, you're stuck in the same place? You're not alone. Everyone at some point feels lost. But here's the truth. Feeling lost is not the problem. Staying lost is. Right now, you don't need all the answers. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to take the first step, because clarity doesn't come from overthinking. It comes from action. And today we're going to talk about how you can find your path, regain your confidence, and take control of your future. Are you ready? Let's begin. Have you ever felt like you're drifting through life, uncertain of what comes next? Like no matter what you do, nothing seems to make sense? You wake up, go through the motions, and wonder if you're even on the right path? It's frustrating, isn't it? That feeling of being stuck, of not knowing which direction to take. But let me tell you something. Feeling lost is not the real problem. The real problem is staying lost. Too many people wait for clarity before they take action. They believe they need a perfect plan, the right timing, or a sign from the universe before they move forward. But life doesn't work that way. Clarity doesn't come from sitting still. It comes from movement. You don't find your purpose by waiting. You find it by doing. The answers you're looking for will reveal themselves only when you step forward, even if you don't have everything figured out. Think about a car driving through the fog at night. You can't see the entire road ahead, but as long as you keep moving, the path unfolds in front of you. That's how life works. You don't need to know your destination to start driving. You just need to take the next turn, then the next. So stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop overthinking. Stop doubting and take action, even if it's small, even if it's uncertain, even if it's uncomfortable, because movement creates momentum, and momentum leads to clarity. The only way to find your way is to start walking. Today, right now, not someday. Your past does not define your future. It doesn't matter where you've been, what mistakes you've made, or how many times you've failed. Too often people get trapped in the story of their past, believing that because they've struggled before, they'll always struggle. But that's not true. Where you are today is not where you have to stay. History is filled with people who once felt lost, uncertain, and even broken. Yet they turned their lives around. Think about it. Every great success story starts with a chapter of struggle. The difference between those who rise and those who stay stuck is simple. They refuse to let their path dictate their future. They decide at some point that enough is enough, that today is the day things change, that no matter what has happened before, they are in control of what happens next. The truth is, every single day you get to rewrite your story. You get to decide what happens next. You are not your failures, your setbacks, or your past mistakes. You are what you choose to become. But the key word here is choose. No one is coming to rescue you. No one is going to hand you a new life on a silver platter. If you want change, if you want growth, if you want to move from where you are to where you want to be, it has to start with you. So stop looking back. Stop replaying the past like it's a movie you can't escape. Instead, start creating the future. Because the moment you realize that your past is just a lesson, not a life sentence, that's the moment you start moving forward. And forward is the only direction that matters. Your past does not define your future. It doesn't matter where you've been, what mistakes you've made, or how many times you've fallen short. Too often, people get stuck in a cycle of regret, replaying old failures in their minds as if their past has the final say in what's possible for them. But that's not how life works. The past is just a lesson, not a prison. Where you are today is not where you have to stay. Think about the most successful people in the world. They weren't born with all the answers. Many of them started in worse situations than you can imagine. They made bad choices, faced rejection, and hit rock bottom. But the difference between those who break free and those who stay stuck is one thing: the decision to move forward. They refused to let yesterday's failures define tomorrow's potential. They understood that success is not about what happens to you, it's about what you choose to do next. Every single day, you are given a new page to write your story. You don't have to keep rereading the old chapters. You don't have to stay in the same patterns. But change requires action. Nobody is coming to save you. No one will suddenly show up and hand you the life you want. If you want a different future, you have to build it with the choices you make today. It doesn't matter how slow you go, as long as you keep moving. The moment you decide that your past is only a stepping stone, not a roadblock, everything changes. Because once you stop looking back and start focusing on where you're going, life opens up in ways you never imagined. Success is not built on big dramatic changes. It's not about waking up one day and suddenly having everything figured out. The truth is, massive transformation comes from small, daily disciplines. The little things you do every single day shape your future far more than any one-time event. It's easy to look at successful people and think they made one giant leap, but if you dig deeper, you'll realize their success was built brick by brick through consistent habits and unwavering discipline. Think about it. No one gets in shape by going to the gym once. No one becomes wealthy by saving money for just a week. No one becomes a master at their craft overnight. It's the things you do daily, not occasionally, that determine your success. The problem is most people underestimate the power of small habits. They think if the results aren't immediate, the effort isn't worth it. But real progress isn't visible right away. Growth happens beneath the surface before it ever shows up in your life. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, luck, or intelligence. It's doing the right things even when you don't feel like it, even when no one is watching, even when it seems like nothing is happening. It's choosing discipline over excuses, commitment over comfort, and long-term results over short-term gratification. Success isn't about making one big decision. It's about making the right small decisions over and over again until they become second nature. The good news is, no matter where you are in life, you can start today. One small habit, one simple change, one consistent effort at a time. Because in the end, small disciplines done daily will take you further than any burst of motivation ever will. The people you surround yourself with shape your future more than you realize. Your environment, your influences, and the voices you listen to daily all play a role in determining where your life is headed. If you constantly surround yourself with negativity, doubt, and people who settle for less, it becomes nearly impossible to rise above that level. You start adopting their mindset, their habits, and their limitations as your own. But if you want to change your life, you have to change the voices in your head. And that starts by upgrading the people and the information you allow into your life. Look at the most successful people in the world. They didn't do it alone, and they certainly didn't allow toxic or small-minded people to hold them back. Instead, they sought out mentors, surrounded themselves with individuals who inspired them, and consumed knowledge that expanded their thinking. They understood that success isn't just about working harder, it's about thinking better. And the way you think is influenced by who you spend time with and what you feed your mind. If you want to level up, start paying attention to the people in your circle. Are they pushing you forward or pulling you back? Are they challenging you to be better, or are they comfortable with mediocrity? If you don't have the right people around you, find them. Read books from great minds, listen to motivational speakers, and seek out mentors who have already walked the path you want to take. Fill your mind with positivity, knowledge, and wisdom, because the truth is you cannot outgrow the environment you keep. If you want to change your future, start by changing what influences you today. The right people and ideas will lift you higher than you ever thought possible. Nothing changes until you decide to change. That's the harsh reality of life. You can wait for motivation to strike, you can wait for the right opportunity, or you can wait for a perfect moment. But it's not coming. The key to unlocking your future is decision. The difference between those who win and those who stay stuck is the ability to commit, the ability to say, I've had enough, and make the decision to never go back. Look at any successful person, and you'll find a moment when they decided. They didn't wait for everything to line up perfectly. They didn't wait for conditions to be ideal. They made a decision. And once that decision was made, everything started to change. They took one step forward, then another, and then another. Each step was a commitment to the future they wanted, even when it wasn't clear how they were going to get there. Because that's what commitment is, moving forward even when you don't have all the answers. Most people get stuck in the dream phase. They have the vision, they have the desire, but they don't have the commitment to back it up. They want the rewards, but they're not willing to do what it takes. The truth is, dreamers are not the ones who win, it's the doers. And being a doer requires a level of commitment that goes beyond motivation. Motivation will come and go, but commitment keeps you going when the excitement fades. The moment you decide, your life begins to shift. The moment you commit, you begin to see opportunities you never noticed before. The power of decision is the power to create your own reality. It's the bridge between where you are now and where you want to go. So make the decision today. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for someone else to tell you it's the right time. The time is now. The decision is yours. If you feel lost in life, remember this. You have the power to change your direction at any moment. You don't need to have everything figured out right now. You just need to take the first step. Let go of the past and commit to small daily actions. The journey may be difficult, but every great story of success starts with someone who decided to move forward, even in the face of uncertainty. Surround yourself with the right influences. Elevate your mindset and make the decision today to be the person you've always dreamed of becoming. Because the truth is, you're not stuck unless you choose to be. The only thing standing between where you are now and where you want to be is your decision to take action. So choose today. Choose to step forward. Choose to believe in your potential, and choose to make the rest of your story one of success, growth, and fulfillment. It's your life, and it's time to live it on your terms.